I'm a movie holic and I watch movies like all the time. And my mother used to complain about it every single time I turn the TV on. In summer, I got obsessed with this movie called Inception. It was published in 2010. Christopher Nolan was the scriptwriter as well as the director of this movie. Like more than a decade ago, he came up with the idea of the movie and he started writing it. But he thought that he didn't have enough experience to create such a movie. So he stopped writing it and he started doing bigger projects such as the Batman trilogy, as you may have listed as the Dark Knight Rises and other Batman movies, as well as many big movies as Interstellar and other stuff. So when the time has come, when he finished the Batman trilogy, he thought that now I would like to keep doing my project. Inception was his dream at the time. So he spent like 6 more months to finish his script. And while working on it, he was inspired by many movies, such as The Matrix in 1999, The 13th Floor 1999, and including his own movie as well, The Momentum. It was a movie in 2000. So he started working on that movie, about 2009 or 2008, he started casting for the movie, and Leonardo DiCaprio was the first star to accept for starring in this movie. Christopher Nolan was a famous person for he really don't like using like CG effects or any other movie effects. So working on the set of the movie was a really difficult task at the time. I want to show you this clip as an example of how the movie is, how the scene is.
Có.
Actually, you don't need to listen to.
Oh yes, let me do that. This one is so what?
Actually, you don't need for the sound. So in this scene, Carl, that was the main character, and his team, they are dreaming, and they are dream within dreams. So in this scene, Arthur, the guy you just saw wearing the suit, he's dreaming and he's in a hotel. And this car is the previous dream. And when this car is being attacked, it turned and caused the hallway of this hotel turned as well. So Christopher Nolan, he didn't want to use CG effects, so he and his team like created a real hallway, and it's being while on set. So the movie star who was starring this scene, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he had to practice for 3 months to see, to shoot just like a simple scene like this for, I don't know, 2 minutes. And it was a really difficult task because any mistake can kill him. So, it's spinning, real spinning.
Maybe you have to practice in front of the acting.
The spaceship truck is turning, so the hallway turned as well.
You realise we're all going to dream about this tonight. We're all going to have nightmares.
I got obsessed with this film. Right? Stop. So we always stop turning. Yep. And we did not get killed. So this was how the hallway looked in real life. Whoa. It's and I'm gonna talk about a little bit about the plot of this movie. As I've said before, Leonardo DiCaprio played the main character in this movie. His character name was Dominic. I know, it's a coincidence. So he was a thief, but he didn't steal things like others steal. And he still dreams. More specifically, is he entered other dreams and steal their ideas through biotechnology developed by the army. So this technology allows people to share dreams, so the soldier can practice but not get killed in real life. So by using this technology, a cop was able to project himself into the dream and go to a safe art in some things and steal others' idea. So, but the reason he did this job because he used this technology on his wife, but they were trapped in their own dreams for so long that when they wake up, his wife thought that it wasn't reality. So in dreams, when you get killed, you wake up, right? So when Mal's, his wife, wake up, she thought they're still dreams. So she killed herself to get back to reality. That's kind of dumb. But Cobb was the only one was in the room when Mal committed suicide. So he was the everybody thought that he killed his wife. So that's why he had to run away and do jobs like that to get money from companies that needs information. So this last job he has to do is because his dream was to see his children's face again. So he needs to get back home without getting caught. So a guy named Saito give him this chance to get back to his children. So the job was to get inside the rival company of Saito, get into his mind and still and tell him that just destroy the company so Saito company can take over the world. That's it. And so, but this planning ideas into others' minds is really difficult. More difficult than getting ideas out. So cops has to create more and more levels of dreams, like dreams within many dreams. And this was a really difficult task. Cobb has done this before to his wife, and that's why she was trapped in the dream and got killed. So cops need to create a big team, with specialists from architecture to create dreams to chemists to create a special treat to like make you sleep long enough for to be able to like complete the mission. So when they got into the dream, Tim got killed. So he has to go deeper down to get his team out and to differ reality from dreams. Cobb has this totem. He calls this. He has the top. So when you spin in reality, the spin has to fall due to physics laws, right? But in dreams, the spin just keeps spinning. So Cobb used this to like tell him when he's dreaming or when he's not. But this top was really it belongs to his wife who's dead. So and at the last scene when he finished the mission, he go back with his children, and he still wants to make sure that he's not dreaming. So he spin the top for the last time, and this is where the things that you can never understand is that I still cannot understand. But I love the thing. Because when you spin the top and it's spinning, but his children called him, so he left the top while spinning and go with it to his children. So we never know the top will keep spinning or it will stop because the director can't right away. When it seems like it's about to stop, but it's not stopping.
You can see rid of the last scene. It's kind of crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, it's in this dream and the top just spin without stopping. So this is Saito when he was really old because he's trapped in this dream like for more than 10 years.
Oh wow.
Can be forever. Okay.
Chị lại cái loa đi.
So he needs to kill himself to get out of the dream. They wake up on the plane. This is the rivals in the ogre. They're his team. This is the architecture who created the dreams.
Wow. This is Saito.
Saito was like the powerful man and he just made a call and so how can go through the immigration gates without the call?
His house. That's it.
That's going to stop. It started to wobble. It's going to fall, isn't it?
Yes. So, as you can see, the top skid just keeps spinning. So many people are arguing about what will happen to the top. So, and I've read some comments. Many people say that the top will stop, as you can see, as many people want it to stop, because in his dreams, Cobb has his dream like every night about his children. They were about to turn their face to see him, but he just woke up. So in this scene, as you can see, he was able to see his children's faces. So many people believe that the top was Mao's totem. As I've said before, it belongs to Mao, and after Mao's death, he just took the totem. So the top will still belongs to Mao, who still believes that she is in a dream. So the top will just keep spinning, and Cobb's real totem was his children's. So when he was able to see his children's face, that means that he was able to bring it to reality. But many people say that the top will keep spinning, and that's also mean that Cobb is still dreaming. But they have an explanation for the reason. It's because Cobb he doesn't care anymore about this is dreaming or this is reality. He just ran to his children, and family is what is important to Cobb. So he don't really care is this dreaming or not, because even in his dream, this is the first time for many years he was able to see his children's face. But Christopher Nolan himself said that the way the end of that movie worked, that Cobb was able to see his kid's face, so you can think that it's happening. But recently, like 2 days ago, I think, really 2 days ago, in an interview at the movie event, the Cobb's father-in-law, as I've said before, he said that he talked to the director, and the director told him that every scene you were in, it was reality. So as you can see, his father-in-law was in the scene when he saw his children's face, right? So it was reality. It was a happy thing. So. I think that dreaming or not, it depends on you. So don't dream too much that you forget to build your reality. Like now, she's trapped in her dream like forever. So please wake up.
Have you got a top on you?
No,
How can we know if you're dreaming or not?
I don't know. As they've said before, dreams feel real on the dream. So this can be Oh, it's very strange.
I don't know if it's making it talk.
That's very thought-provoking.
I lost my mind before watching this.
How many times have you seen the film?
Five.
5 times.
Because I watched it alone 5 times, and I tell my mom to watch it like 3 times, but she just got bored, and I just keep watching it alone. And I tell my sister, just watch it, and I watch it with her, so but she got bored. Just keep watching. Thank you.
So do you have an interpretation of your own, other than the one that you've given us? I mean, should we, is it a parable? So we should be careful about entering into virtual reality and dreaming too much. Is that your interpretation? Is that the way the world is spinning at the moment?
Yes.
Towards more virtual reality?
This all movie wouldn't happen if the technology hadn't developed and killed now. So I think, yeah, we should live in our reality more than living in the virtual world, that we can build everything like perfectly to our design.
Yeah. Do you know that virtual reality environment called Second Life? Have you ever come across Second Life? It was invented about 10 years ago at least, and it's been used a lot in education. You can spend money in Second Life, you can get educated in Second Life, and some universities have set up a Second Life environment for people, where people can study. Have a look at Second Life and see what you can find. But it was invented 10 or 12 years ago, and it's so far ahead of its time that people simply don't have the creative imagination to exploit its possibilities, its affordances, as we call them in education. The affordances of something are the potential to, sorry, I'm being buzzed by an insect. So, yeah, look up Second Life, Google it, and see what you can find out about it. But that's a really thought-provoking presentation. I'm not sure what else to think about it. As a research project, you need to delve even deeper and develop your own theory about its meaning for you.
Okay. Thank you. Thuy lên em. Yeah.
Just watch this movie. You will lose your mind.
Xong rồi sao? Đang mua gì
You
kìa?
know, listening to you make me feel like watching cái của Marvel.
Cái của Marvel.
Doctor Strange. Kiểu nghe mà xong chỉ cái không biết Doctor Strange nó không tụ lại cho.
Sorry? Yeah. Let's carry on. It's good work. Isn't it?